Okay, topic. So this week our topic is genderqueer, how we feel about the term, if how we identify with it, if we identify with it. Um, as far as how I feel about the term, I love the term. I have I've really always felt this way without really realizing I felt this way. And recently I've really recognized that gender is very fluid. Um, though I tend to like to think of identifying as male, because I still do in public identify as female. I go by my birth name, I go by female pronouns. Um, I like to think about identifying as male, and that's kind of my journey right now. I do wake up some days and go and look at the dresses in my closet and think and put them on. I like some days I think about, ooh, what if I put makeup on today? I think, ooh, I look really feminine and I look really pretty right now, and it makes me happy for a little bit. So I don't have the days I know some people have where one day you wake up and you feel like a boy, and one day you wake up and you feel like a girl. I don't have that, but I do have moments where I am happy with having a feminine side. And I do a lot of things that are considered feminine. I did play with Barbies when I was younger, and I genuinely somewhat liked it, although I didn't really play with them that most little girls would play with them. I kind of did action movies with my Barbies. I did play with dolls. Not dolls, I did play with stuffed animals. I still do. I have tons of stuffed animals. I'm addicted. I did play with Groovy Girls, Polly Pocket, Littlest Pet Shop. I loved those. But like the ones I really liked, the stuff I really liked was, Pokemon, or I loved Rescue Heroes. So I kind of had everything all over the spectrum. And that's what I'm really realizing. Gender is a spectrum. And I saw something on Tumblr the other day with it. Gender is a donut. And I like that a lot more because there's everything in there that you can get. So I really like the term genderqueer, gender fluid, because I just think that's really, all, it's open to everything. It's one of the reasons I identify as pansexual, because it's open to anything. There's no boundaries of who I could be attracted to. Although I tend to generally be more attracted to male-identifying individuals on a physical and a romantic level. Though I am attracted to some female-identifying people, and some, in between identifying individuals. It's anything goes. I kind of think of it like that, and that's great. Whatever works for you, and you don't have to necessarily label it or have limits on it. As far as, again, genderqueer goes, I'm serious, I love this term. And for a while, I was really identifying with it because I was still kind of coming out of my really girly stage, and I still wanted to kind of be girly like that. But I also was realizing that I had this more masculine side that I wanted to show. So I was kind of in between a lot. And that's kind of how I transitioned into thinking. It's kind of like transitioning into being trans, if that makes sense. It's really weird. And I still, like I said, I still flip-flop sometimes. I still have my feminine moments. So I really do like it, and I think it's a very giving term. I have said it at school before, and this has made me really mad. I've said it at school before, and the people have said, "Oh my God, you're being so, I thought you were all LGBT friendly and all this stuff, and you're saying queer? That's a demeaning term." To me, it's not. To me, queer is questioning. I think a lot of LGBT people don't consider queer as a demeaning term. And I kind of got mad at them for it because not 2 minutes earlier they had used the F word. Not the curse word, but I don't say it, so. F-A, not F-U. Like, and so it was just kind of, no, it's questioning, you don't really fit a certain, what people think is a normal label. It's very confusing, and I saw Brennan was talking about how, cisgender people can be genderqueer, and I really like that. I haven't really ever thought about that before, but you can be cisgender and not necessarily identify with what people think as the normal gender stereotypes. You can be cisgender and be genderqueer. I guess I just thought of this connection, kind of this, to relate it to something. I'm sorry, I'm a big Gleek, so it might come up. I've seen a lot of people say that, oh, is Kurt on Glee, is he transgender? Does he, feel like a girl? Because he wears very feminine things. And I've heard people say, oh no, he's just gay, or something. Which one, being gay does not mean you have to be feminine. Or if you're a lesbian, doesn't mean you have to be butch. Or masculine. You can be whatever you want. But that's one thing with him, he identifies as male, but he is able to grasp a feminine side of him, and wear skirts and wear, very feminine clothing, or what is perceived as feminine clothing, but he can kind of go between. So it's, it's kind of a fluid gender, but he identifies as male. So that's one thing I think of an example of a cisgender person identifying as genderqueer. Sorry, my phone is blinking. And so I think it's all up to you. Whatever you feel comfortable with expressing yourself as, do it. Be who you feel like you are, whether some days that's boy, some days that's girl. I hate the binary. I hate to be a boy, you have to be this. I hate to be a girl, you have to be this, or like this. You can't, so many people can't fit under two stereotypes. It just doesn't happen, and it shouldn't happen. You should be able to be and care for whoever you want. So that's just kind of my stance on it, and this is kind of a little off topic, but I like to write, and I'm using this one system for writing my novel right now that I'm working on, called Storybook. And I just found yesterday I was making characters, and one of the tabs I could go to was gender. And they have male and female, of course, and you can't delete or edit either of those. But you can add your own gender. You can add whatever gender you want and have a description of it, or not have a description of it. Because it's just, I found it really cool that a lot of things, when you go and for a gender, to click a gender, it's male and female, there's no other. But for this, you could add your own, and I thought that was really cool. So yeah, that's my video for this week on genderqueer. My question for you guys is, what is your favorite thing to do during summer? I just started my summer break, and I want to know what you guys love to do during summer. So yeah, I'll post down in this description too, my YouTube channel and my my Tumblr. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, send me some kind of message. Answer my question down in the comments, and I'm about to run out of time, so bye guys.